YouTube. I just want to come back. I'm gonna do a quick video just of this current paycheck and to explain something that I'm trying to get a lot of people to understand. Like for people with SFI, if you can try to get that balloon payment paid off, or try to get through a financial institution, or even for people who already own their truck and have a monthly payment and stuff like that. Now, I will go through the other paychecks, but it's a little bit harder to do so because once I close this out and bring up the other stuff, it brings up like my, address and all other stuff. So I'm not going to do that. I would do this one if you want other videos like last week's paycheck. I could do that as well. I have no problem with it. All right, so sitting current to date. Obviously, that's not a good number. 138, 638. Now, mind you, everybody already knows, my truck was down 2.5 months. So I lost out off on all that revenue. Just to give everybody else a heads up that as well, I'm in the steps of trying to go through bariatric surgery. So I have to be home or relatively available every week. So I only can run like 3 loads a week. I have to get phone calls, Zooms. I got to meet with a dietitian next week. I got to meet with a psych. The week after that, they got to scope my stomach, make sure everything is fine. So every week for the next 12 weeks, even from the previous weeks, I have something I have to do, and I'm always down. So I always take Friday off. Like tomorrow, I'm booked for a load, basically pick up tonight at 11 p.m. Then head over to Fort Wayne, Indiana to drop off. It's a General Mills, but it's going to take me only really a day to do it. But it don't have to be dropped to the 18th. So I'm going to drive. Then I'm going to spend my day speaking with my, dietitian and all this other stuff. And take the day off, deliver my load the following day, Saturday, pick up a load from Frito-Lay, take it, down the road. And then next week we got Thanksgiving, and still got to have a Zoom call with a dietitian again next week. Following week, like I said, I have all this stuff, so these pay aren't the greatest, obviously, but for somebody with a paid truck off and only working 3 days a week, maybe 4 days, depending on the week of what I got to do. This is generally how my paychecks are going, unless it's a shorter week, like 2 days, right? Then the paychecks don't never even look like this. So quick paycheck video. I made this week, which is going to get paid tomorrow, $3,491.74. That's paid to the truck, right? That's already after JB Hunt's deductions. I think it's like, if I was getting my own money or something like that, hypothetically speaking, I would have grossed like, close to 5,000 something, right? A little bit more. But to the truck, it was $3,491.74. Other deductions. So now this is just year to date. Fuel surcharges, I done got paid $33,000. This one was 900 and something. Percent of revenue, for this week it was 2,483. Grand total of 103,914.92. Okay, now a lot of people always ask me about the deductions, right? So this is why I got the calculator on the side, and this is my weekly deductions, meaning they come out period. Now we're not going to add up fuel, okay? And then I have something else I have to say. So obviously the easiest way of going about doing this is just taking 1526.01 minus my fuel, which is 1,125.21, right? Now it's 436.80. Now out of that 436.80, there are certain things obviously you don't have to opt into. If you don't want driver legal plan, where if you get a ticket or anything like that, they go and fight, and you don't have to go to court. They go to court for you. Then you can minus the extra $3, $2.98, right? If you don't want American Truck Business, ATBS, you can minus another $23, right? Obviously, you gotta. If you don't want to use their plates, you don't have to. You can minus another 40. Um, Bobtail insurance, only $8. Okay, pretty cheap. Occupational insurance for my truck is $27. Physical damage and storage is $57. Everybody got to have a tablet usage fee. Now, toll usage fee. The reason why it says $73 is because they overcharged me last week by 26 and some change. But if you don't want that as well, meaning you can't opt into this program anymore. It's grandfathered in now, so you won't even have that 27, right? I mean, that $100 is usually $100 a week, but I do run tolls. I run like $400 or $500 worth of tolls a month. I need that. Sometimes I can run back and forth to Pennsylvania, Illinois, and Indiana. The toll road, I run that like sometimes 3-4 times a week, right? If I'm running hard. You can minus that. So you just think about it. If I didn't have that, that'd be minus $100, right? I'd be down to 300 and something, 336 a week, right? If you don't want ATBS and you don't want driver legal plan, you can minus another $25. So you'd be down to 310 a week, right? As well. So everybody has to have the escrow stuff. It has to go up to $3,000. I don't have complete $3,000 in there just yet. I think I'm down like I'll show you at the bottom. After next week or the week after, that will be done. So then I will be down, if I didn't have none of the extra, be down to $2 something a week, right? Deductible buyback insurance, $9. If you don't want that, you don't have to do it. If you don't want to be on the premium low board for $25, you don't have to opt into that. That's another $25 you could be saving. If you don't want the roadside master, which is $8.99, which you reach out to them, you get a discount on like any type of roadside assistance for your truck. They pay for the trailer, JB Hunt. It's another $8. So if we were just let's just take out all that, right? So we're going to minus, if you don't opt into these stuff, right? 2.98, right? Equals that minus ATBS is 23.49 equals that minus toll usage fee. Now you guys won't get that, right? You guys won't have that. So if we just gonna take it off the top minus another 100. Like I said, it's because they overcharged me last week. Now let's say minus after you completed your 3,000 in deductibles, right? I mean escrow. Sorry about that. You'd be down to that, right? Then, if you don't want a premium load board, right? Minus $25 equals that. Oh, sorry, we didn't hit the plus. If you didn't want the master roadside, right? $8.99. Okay? If that's what you wanted, right? Then, if you even don't even want the bypass scale stuff, you can minus another $2.31. So, if I didn't have none of the extras, obviously, JB Hunt will only get $174 from me. That's it. After, I do the escrow. $174. Now, a lot of y'all be like, well, Snyder. Listen, Snyder is, people at Snyder are paying close to $400 insurances and stuff like that, right? Close to $350. I'm going to say $350. So they're paying, period, without any extras, like $200-$300, right? I'm paying $174. Okay? So now obviously you guys see here where my SFI payment was in there. I paid $32,000 into SFI before I paid my truck off. All right. Now, just to show you guys that I only ran, like I said, only ran 3 loads, right? 3 measly loads. These are simple loads. I think they said I ran like 1,500 miles, 1,900 miles, but really was like 15-ish. That's the loads. I can't remember what loads they were, to be honest. The 2, so like if you see the one with the 315, that one paid me $1,500. The one in it with 1376, that paid me $1,000. Then one ended with 64.40. That paid me close to 900, but it was like 880 or 860 something, 865. And then I went home. 3 loads, went home, right? Now, and you can see I did this in 3 days. The 4 days, because I went home, I guess. The 6th through the 10th, 4 days. Okay. Now this is the deduction stuff. We already went over this. Here's that $26 that they took out. I don't know why, but it is what it is. My escrow maintenance is $29.60, so they got to take extra $40 out next week. And I took home $19.29, right? So I'm not here to glorify JB Hunt, just not. But when people say, "Oh, I can't make it at JB Hunt with their trucks being paid off," I don't see how. I'm doing this on 3 to 4 days a week. That's Sunday through Thursday, if that. Okay. And then I have to shut it down for a day on Friday. There's no reason to pick up a load for Saturday because it ain't gonna go on that check anyway. So I get a jump head start on the load, pick up a load, shut it down early, get up early in the morning on Sunday, fill my truck up, start the week over again like that, right? So you can make easy money off of doing these little runs with JB Hunt. The perfect thing about JB Hunt that Snyder cannot even dispute, which is better at JB Hunt. If you book a load and you are 24 hours outside of that load, they will allow you to cancel. No questions, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They don't want you don't have to give them an explanation. You don't have to do nothing. If it's 24 hours outside of it, you can cancel it. That's why I haven't did a load booking process, because I go through and I cancel loads left and right. I book loads, and this is how I book. Basically, just a quick rundown. I book 2 loads in a row. On that, when I get to my second load, okay, I start finding my third and fourth, right? I find my third load if I could. Then I book a fourth one. So if that fourth one, I just book it because I'm in a bad place. Something pops up, I book that other one, because you only could have 1 on you and 3 on you at the same time. So I don't want to book 2 or 3 and then a good load comes up down the road and I can't book it, right? So I always book 2, do 1, get booked on 1, and then I go through and finish my week off. That's just how I do it. But I know I'm rambling. If you have any questions, this stuff is self-explanatory. It's $174 if you get no extra. If you get the little bit of extras, which I recommend everybody doing. Maybe not the tax thing. Me and my wife like ATBS for the simple fact they do all my taxes. Some people say, "Oh, they missed deductions." I don't care. As you can see, Big Rebecca just made a video. I watch her. She's pretty cool. And another thing. Your occupational insurance, your bobtail insurance, base place is the same, but I think occupational insurance and bobtail insurance will be different for everybody. Okay, and physical damage will be different from everybody because they go off of how much you value your truck for at orientation. If you value your truck at $250,000, then your shit's gonna be high. If you value yourself at $25,000, then it'll be short. It'll be less, right? It'll be, you won't pay as much. Mine is valued at $89,000. I think that's a fair number, about $100 a week, if that, right? So I just want to give everybody a heads up. If you can make money at JB Hunt, which you can. I don't recommend no SFI person come over here and trying to do what I'm doing, because this new me is me not running hard. The old me, I was running hard before I had my accident, So this is just a quick video. I didn't do a load board video. If anybody want me to do a load board video, let me know. I'll try to pop out one Monday when the loads are a little bit more better. But I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here. If you have any questions or concerns, you can always message me. And in the comments, just hit the like, subscribe, do your boy solid. Y'all have a great, blessed day. Have a great holiday if you celebrate it. Y'all have a good one.